Hello everyone, welcome to the Blind Bald Bloke part 2. In part 2 I got you to speed about my diagnosis for my diabetes. So just a quick update. I know what time I've got left. I know what I've got planned for in the future. So to carry on that, me and my wife spoke for quite a while. Oh, wait till the date. Today's date is the 15th of the 6th, 2026. So me and my wife spoke for a while, and a couple of weeks after diagnosing that, we thought we'd start putting things in order. So we did. We done a will, which is fully up to date. And we done power of attorneys. That's 2 of them. That's one financial and one health. We managed to do that ourselves, which saved us hundreds of pounds going through a solicitor, because they all go to the same place on the government website. So we've done it through the .gov site. It cost about £140 for all 2 of them. Took a couple of evenings filling things in, answering questions. We've done that. Then they sent them to us. And they're all officially stamped and they're all registered for the power of attorneys. So that was that sorted. We've arranged for a funeral. That's all done and dusted. So that side of the things, there's no strain for my wife and the children. So that's all sorted. Which, yeah, it's strange doing it, but it puts me at peace of mind. Peace of mind, that's what it gives me, and that. So that's that. I have since spoke to Mr. Vlad on the phone call. He called me to see if the insulin he's given me is helping me in my daily life. I said to him, yeah, it is. It's making things a little bit easier and that. I'm getting less numb lips and stuff like that. So he pointed that out. It's for everyday use. I said, yeah, I understand that. So then I said to him, Mr. Vlad, and that, when time comes and that, how do you think it'll happen? So he was honest. He said straight away, he goes, well, Chris, it'd be a heart attack, a hemorrhage, or a stroke. That's what they'd be, in my opinion. So I said, thank you very much for that. And since then, that's it. I haven't spoke to him now. I got community nurses who contact me once a week over the phone. Every couple of months, they either visit me or I visit them. They take my bloods, etc., etc., and that. They're very good in that. I get fed up every day pricking my finger. I'm pricking my finger 5-10 times a day. And do you know what? After years of doing that, that really gets on my tits. It really do. Because sometimes it's just prick, blood come out. And other times you prick it, the blood don't come out, so you've got to warm your fingers under hot water, etc. Because you can't just squeeze the blood out because you burst blood vessels. And that, so yeah, that's one thing I'm getting really fed up about and that. So I've told the nurses this and that. So that's one thing I could change, I would. Apart from family and that, trying to make every day a normal day as much as normal goes and that. They understand, grandchildren understand and that, to the best that they can, which is peace of mind for me knowing that, but it's also sad because when it do happen and that, I know I'm going to leave them distraught, upset, etc., as well as the wife and that. But I'm doing as much as I can while I'm living and that. It sounds strange that when I do things around the home, I'll call the wife and I'll show her what I'm doing instead of just doing it because she's said, Chris, we've got a drip on a tap or something like that. I actually shows her what I'm doing, so I'm trying to build a bit of knowledge in her head. Just the idea of things that it takes to do things to keep her home going. Not so she can do it, of course, but when she gets people in, she's got an idea of what needs to be doing, so she don't get ripped off. Well, the cowboys are out there, and there is just hundreds out there, and that they say anything to get your money. Once they get your money, and that they don't give a toss. But that's that. My grandchildren are working; they both work, and that, and they're fine and that. My oldest grandson, that he comes and sees me every single day after work, and he's done that ever since he was little, because he lived with us for a little while when he was little. So there's a bit of me in him has got brought up, but every day, even if it's only for 5 minutes, he pulls up, comes in, how's a can of Coke or a small bottle of beer, and that's it. Right, sit down, Grump. And I've told him, I said, if you want to go straight home and have a shower and that, just do it. But that's what the wife said. You can't make him do things like that when he does it for himself as well. So yeah, so that's one thing I'd like to change. The other grandson, yeah, he comes in a couple times a week and that, and he doesn't say a lot, but he listens. And he listens from me, which is just good. So he tries not to fill his head with lots of crap or rubbish and what have you, and tries to explain things gently to him and that. So yeah, so to me, I'm doing my best to take the sting out of it, to less hurt to the family when the time comes. So that's it for part 2. A few days time I might do a bit more, get us up to speed how things been going over the weeks and weeks and weeks, and eventually that we will get up to today's date of things, because there's more to come. Because I know a lot of you are wondering that he's talking to us, but he hasn't mentioned blindness, because the start of the story I wasn't blind. That's all to come. So at the start of the story, we're about 2 months, 3 months after the diagnosis and that. So I had no idea what the quick future would hold. So from part 2, on the blind bald bloke, that's it for today. Thank you.